Hey everybody, Paul Abernathy here. Welcome to another live stream here at Electrical Code Academy. If you've never seen any of our streams before or watched any of my videos on any of our social channels, thanks for taking the time out of your day to join us for this very short notice of a live stream. We typically do this every year where we do an end of the year and kind of do a wrap up of things that we've changed through the years, things that are coming up in the next year. And so we wanted to make sure that we did that. I have some special announcements that I'll make today, as well as kind of give you a run through of some of the things we have going on. And of course, answer any questions that you may have here at this live stream. And it is live. We're here on December 27th. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas, spend it with the family, and had a great time, maybe visiting friends. I've recently, it's been a year now, we moved back to Virginia. Y'all know for the last 11 or 12 years, we've been in Texas, but we're now back in Virginia. And we're excited for the upcoming year, 2026 here at Electrical Code Academy. We have a lot of things that we have in the works. A lot of people think, Paula, you're slowing down because you did not as many videos and things in the 2025. That was kind of a plan because we were working on so many projects that we'll talk about a little bit today, but there's so many things were going on. I just couldn't allocate the time. But those projects are now underway. Partnerships have been made, and now we're focusing on 2026. And you're going to see a lot of videos, and you're going to see a lot of training. And most of the videos you're going to see are going to be coming from the Fast Tracks program. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of an announcement that I have to make here in just a second. So before I get started, I want to tell everybody, okay, a big shout out to Swartzy, Michael Schwartz, a dear friend who many people know, who lost his wife prior to the holiday. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Mike, and hopefully he made it through this holiday. And again, all the love goes out to him. He's a very important person to us and to obviously everybody out there who's been through the Fast Tracks program. He's a great guy. And again, shout out to him and his family and everybody else that reached out to us over the holidays. We thank you for all of the love and support. Okay, first things first, y'all know that we ended, there you go, hold on, let me block some users now. There we go. It's always Kick. We always have to block some users on Kick, for example. But at the end of the day, people say, okay, we got used to, this is the first announcement, I'll get it out of the way up early, is people would say, we love the show, we love the coffee hour and the content. Obviously, we did it for quite a while, Monday through Friday, so it was every day. And then we stopped and did it one day a week. And I'm going to be honest with you, I miss it, but the format was always all over the place. And so it was determined economically that we remove the program for the remainder of 2025. And I didn't know how it would be for the 2026. But I have an announcement. It will be back on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. as normal, every Wednesday, starting in 2026. So that's exciting news for all of those out there. Hold on, I have some. I'm supposed to do this. Where is it? Here we go. There you go. Exciting news for those folks that enjoy this stream every week. A little different format is really what we're going to be focusing on is what I specialize in. So we're going to be talking mainly about the electrical codes, and we're going to be doing mainly programs that are out of the Fast Tracks program. Now, here's the thing. When we do those videos, they'll be shared, but we're going to be removing a lot of those Wednesday night shows from being all over the social media platforms. In a lot of those videos, if it's lesson driven, it'll be over on Fast Tracks Tube. Okay, so Fast Tracks Tube's right here. It's a subscription program. So if there are lessons from the program, that's where they're going to be for a lot of those. But we're still going to do the episodes at least out in the social media. We'll probably reduce the number that we do. For example, we might not share it on LinkedIn or Facebook, and we may only share it on our YouTube channel. That's yet to be determined. But the good news is Wednesdays are coming back in 2026. But they're going to be mainly focused on our core fundamentals of understanding and learning the National Electrical Code. We always like to think that's what we always did, but sometimes I ventured off topic and off stray. And, at the end of the day, I'm known for teaching the NEC. I'm known for helping explain complicated topics and make it easier for people to understand. So we're getting back on that focus, okay? Second thing is you may notice that we have Master the NEC Community over on our Facebook. So if you go look for Master the NEC Community, it used to be a private community. Now it is not private anymore. It is opened up for the public. So again, it's still moderated, that type of thing, but it's now open so that it's not just a private forum. Now, any post that you've made in the past, while it was a private forum, well, that will stay private, okay? You can only see it if you were an existing member. New members wouldn't see it. But from now on, everything that gets posted on that forum is going to be open to the public. Hopefully that will encourage more interaction, and people will come from other platforms where they may, be honest with you, they may be getting dubious information. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there that are giving very dubious, non-factual information about the National Electrical Code, and they believe it as gospel. That's the sad part. But don't worry, we're going to try to make Master the NEC Community the place to come and kind of weed through all the BS and that type of thing. So hopefully we won't have to do a lot of moderating over there. It can be very free-flowing, but there's always troublemakers everywhere, just like the recent guy there on Kick. There's always at least one. I would expect it from the Kick platform, to be honest with you. It's just a bunch of gamers, but we try to give you as many ways to watch the show as possible. So that's why we have Kick. Okay, so Facebook group is going to be open to the public. So that is Master the NEC Community. All right, so that's going to be great. Also, we have a community over on our website, and we'll go look at all that here in a second. But that community is a great place to come and join. If you already are in our programs or you already logged in before on fasttracksystem.com, then you use the same login as you would over on the forum. It's the same thing. So you don't have to do anything extra. We've integrated that, so it makes life a little easier for those folks, right? So we made it a little bit easier for that, okay? That's that. So that's the Facebook thing out of the way. I used to have a list of all the stuff. I'm trying to be one of my New Year's resolutions to be a little more organized. All right, and y'all know I'm fairly organized because I do a lot of stuff, but sometimes my attention deficit disorder gets me all over the place, right? Okay. So we've got that going on the Facebook group. You will still be able to watch the live shows on Wednesday over at Fast Tracks Tube. And also a shout out to everybody that subscribes to Fast Tracks Tube. What an amazing year, the Fast Tracks Tube. And it's just been phenomenal growth there. And of course, if you're in our Fast Tracks Enhanced program, you get access for a year for Fast Tracks Tube, and you get the option to renew it at the end of the year. Hopefully you'll do that. But again, we appreciate everybody that subscribes to that platform as well. It's the place that we like to share videos, and then you don't have to worry about commercials or waiting for stuff. Like, again, sometimes on the YouTube stuff, you get these commercials every couple minutes and it can drive you crazy. Well, over on Fast Tracks Tube, you don't have to worry about that. And it helps support us in that program, that type of thing. Okay. So that's going to stay. Okay. Another announcement. Many of you before have reached out to us about becoming an affiliate, and we had an affiliate program before. Now, our affiliate program was pretty popular, but it was taken advantage of by specific users. And so we decided to wait on it for the remainder of the year, wait until the new year, and then revamp it. So we've done that, and it is available now for you to sign up. But it's not going to be something that you can sign up for and use it to buy your own courses for you. It's not what it's about, okay? It's designed to, if you're going to promote and sell courses, or you promote to other people on your social media, social media accounts are free. Sign up for a free account on LinkedIn, TikToks, Instagram, all these other ones. Create an account and use it for your marketing of educational courses, and you can promote our courses. You can promote any of our products, except for the thermal electrician program. That is not part of the affiliate program, but everything else we have is. And so basically, there's a page on that on our website, and you can go and you can see you'll get 20%, flat 20%, no more of that 10% stuff. You get 20%. If you promoted and got 10 courses a week sold on the various platforms you work at it, like any other job, if you just work at it a little bit, and remember those links stay up there forever, then you can earn $3,000 and $4,000 a month just from the affiliate program, just promoting courses, and we'll take care of the education. And we've got at least 3 more courses coming in the next month that'll be available on the program. There are many courses that you've heard me talk about. We decided to hold off and just wait until the first of the year on a lot of this stuff, because over the past year, I've been building what we call the Certified Thermal Electrician program. You've probably seen me talk about it. There's right there. And then we were working on TradeHog, as y'all aware of. And by the way, TradeHog is also doing amazing. I had somebody send me the other day that said that they tried the AI model from NFPA, and it was nowhere near as good as our TradeHog, and it shouldn't be, because our TradeHog is always using the latest AI. In fact, it's using 5.2 now, which is a much more expensive model, but it's using that as its backbone with Grok. It's using the Claude. It's also using, again, the ChatGPT model, and it's also using our own model that Jeff works on to help it learn the different things that it comes to electrical trade and NEC. And so it's a constantly learning product, and we're excited about that. And it's optimized now to be used on your phone so much easier. So it's one of those things that just about every electrician, inspector, professional, code professional, or whatnot could get it. Even if you get the light version, and you can have it right there at any time on your phone, helps answer questions. And we've designed it now to do all of that other work in the background, so it doesn't give you a bunch of garbage on the screen like the normal type of AI models. It does it in the background, and then it only spits out to you the important information that's vital to the question you asked. So that's something that's changed over the year with TradeHog. Okay, now, podcasts are going to continue as normal. We get more people listen to our podcasts than anything. So, I mean, we have upwards of 300,000 unique downloads a month from our podcasts. And it kind of goes down a little when I get lax and don't put out a podcast. And then when I put out a podcast, it goes back up again. So it kind of fluctuates. It's down from what it used to be years ago. And that's simply because I've reduced the amount of content that I put out there. I don't put out as much content as I used to. That is going to change in 2026 as I focus more on the content. But the reason for that is some people ask, and I'm going to show you some stuff, so please hang around with me. I want to show you some stuff. But other people ask, what's the big difference now coming up in 2026 than 2025? 2025 has been a bit of a tooling year for me. I mean, I had to create all these programs. We have trademarks that we've submitted that are in the process. The thermal electrician program, we had to write courses for that. thermal imaging program that we've been working on for over a year. That had to get launched, and we have that now. So there is so much, and we're always trying to give back. We've created, gosh, at least 20 unique calculators just for thermal imaging. So if you're into that or you want to add that, that's going to have a new app, by the way, coming out in the next couple weeks that is designed for thermal professionals. Okay, so people ask me questions about this thermal imaging, and I've been doing it for years. I'd never really thought about cleaning up the market and making sure that people understood it until I started seeing a bunch of really bad stuff online. And then I said, you know what? That's like anything I do. I said, you know what? Let's go on and create these courses. So we have a certification course and we have a basic thermography program that's for anybody. So if you buy these lower end type of thermal imaging cameras, okay, but you still need to understand how to work it. So we created a basic course. It's like $69 and it teaches you, it's over 30 lessons in it, 30 modules with multiple lessons, teaches you thermography. And that type of thing. And of course, nothing takes the place of hands-on, but it's a great program. It's like $69. So that's exciting for us. Okay, let's go on and show you a little bit of what's been revamped so that you can kind of get an idea. Again, I do thank y'all for joining me. I will say, and the reason that we're bringing back the coffee hour, one is because people wanted it, not just because over in the forum, a couple people posted that they missed it. I get it. I couldn't spill the beans. I just kept saying, you never know what may happen. We had planned for it to come back in 2026. Once my board of directors, we started shifting from the economics thing about, look, I just need to be teaching, okay? So at the end of the day, it's what I do. It's what I love. And I'm, be honest with you, I'm pretty good at it. So I wanted to get back into that model. And again, I can do once a week because I like to stay engaged with all of you. Also, I'll let most of you know that we do have some live tutoring that's coming back also in 2026. So look for that on the website to be able to schedule. So there'll be some live tutoring sessions. And usually those are going to be centered around calculations. Okay, so again, but you can do whatever you want if it's a live tutoring session. They'll be sold in 1 hour and 2 hour blocks. So if you are out there and you feel like you need a little one-on-one, something you're not really grabbing, and you want to do a 1 hour or 2 hour with me directly, we have the board of directors. I don't know if I ever explained this to you folks, but I get reimbursed for my time from the corporation. But I have to be good stewards of it, and I have a voluntary board of directors who I agree each year to follow their direction unless it's something I feel that can harm the company. And then I can override it. But usually they know better than I do because I am very impulsive, right? I just do things on a whim and say, screw it, let's just try it. They don't. So they're basically my sounding block. And we're looking for one more person for the board of directors. So maybe you're out there who would be a great person to have as a sounding block on the board of directors. Then you know what? I'll let you know in the next month of how that could be available. But there's one spot available. And for that, and so again, but anyway, that's a whole different topic. Let's see what else we got. Oh, David Carter. David, let's share that with everybody. David just passed his Virginia Masters right before Christmas, thanks to me and our amazing program. Whoop, whoop, David, let me see, give you some, wait a minute, where do I get some whoop, whoops at here? There you go. Congratulations, David. Welcome, 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 welcome to the title of Master. I'm in Virginia as well, so, kindred spirits. There you go. I am in Louisa County, Virginia. If you're ever in the area, hit me up. We'll find a place to have coffee or come by the place here. And I would love to see you if you're in the area. All right. Congratulations to you as well. All right. So let's go on and look at the website really quick. All right. So folks, what we've got here. So now the first thing that people say, and I know this may be hard to see here. Are we bringing back the wheel? I don't know that yet. We don't know if we're going to be doing any giveaways. We still have the people from the last quarter that we might roll in and do still a giveaway because I still want to do that. But I don't know if we're going to do the giveaways. So I will say up front, if everybody if anybody has come just for the giveaways, you might be disappointed. Let me explain that. Okay, here's your trade-off. Okay, the reason that we had to stop doing coffee hour was because of the economics of my time. Well, giving away things, and I can't say we won't always give away, but giving away things costs shipping, costs products, and again, that put us more in the negative when it came to being able to convince the board to do a show each week. So one of the things was giving away stuff. Now, that doesn't mean I won't always have a show or maybe a special show where we do something, but probably not going to have the every show giveaways because it's economics. And again, do you want the show or do you want the giveaways? Okay, all right, that type of thing. So it's kind of having to figure it out. But for 2026, probably rarely we might have something to do a show for that, but probably not going to do that much of the giveaway stuff. Okay, hope that makes sense to you. All right. Okay, so if you've ever gone to fasttracksystem.com, you've probably seen this new look. It's kind of just a black background, very simple, not fancy. It's not going to, give you all the warm and fuzzies. This is for optimization, folks. And we wanted to people said they had trouble navigating. Well, when you come here, you can go right here to home. It'll take you to the old page you're used to seeing. You can email, you can call directly from here. You can log into your account. You can register if you've never registered for our site, because you got to register to even get the free stuff, the free courses and stuff. You still got to register, right? Here's our community forum, right? We'll look at that in a second. Here's the basic thermal imaging course. This is for anybody that owns a thermal imaging camera. This is our CTE course, Certified Thermal Electrician course. And of course, here is our new affiliate program that we're launching that is available now. You can do it. But also, if you scroll down, you'll see that all of our current courses or offerings, from our flashcards to the Mastering the NEC course, which is good for anybody that's post-licensed, all of them now are here and easy. And we've also added quick links at the bottom. So you can click it and you can go to any of the pages you want to go to right here. We added kind of a revamping of the site, okay? But anyway, you can click on any of this and it'll take you to any of that, whether you want the 2020, 23, and once the 2026 courses in a couple months are released, they'll be added here as well, so you don't have to worry about it. You'll know it. Now, if you like the way the old one looked, you can just go right here and click home, and I'll show you. It'll just take you to the old one with your navigation links at the top. And of course, anytime you see these little arrows, that's when you got these drop downs. Okay, so you can find Coffee Hour Live. You can watch it here, the mobile app here, sign up for any webinars right here, all this kind of stuff, all right? Same with the courses. All the courses are listed here. You just scroll down and you can find all the courses. There you go. In our store, like always, if you want something engraved or something like that. And here's our blogs. Don't forget our blogs. And here you see the affiliate program again. So again, you can scroll down. There's just some information, but there you go. So there you go. And then you got the links at the bottom again, which can help you navigate if you need to. Okay. All right. So now let's go back to here. So this is what you're going to see if you just come for the first time. It looks just like this. So these are active links here. Or again, you can click on anything here. If you want to go to the enhanced program, you click here. You want to go to the basic program, you click here. If you already have a course and you want to log in, you just click log in. You can go into your course and go into your profile, and that's where you can find your exam prep course or your thermal imaging course or whatever you're going through. Okay. If you're new, you've never registered on our site before, just go right here to register and register. Then you'll be able to log in and you'll be able to get the free courses we offer, the primer courses, all those type of things. All right. All right, so now, first things first, here's the community forum. So I'm going to click on this. So this is our community forum, all right? And you see where I said right here, you might want to join us today. Here is all of the forum boards over here on the left, the 2026, 2023, 2020. You can start. I encourage you to join each forum. For example, if you go to one, like the general discussion, okay? If you want to put something in here or comment, for example, you see this will pop up and it says you need to join this space. Okay, well, you just need to sign up and then you can join that space. You have to join each space in order to be able to post in that space, unless you're going to do something in the general topic, right? Which is just the, the general open feed, that type of thing. But we post a lot of good stuff in here, a lot of good articles and all this kind of stuff. So, and then I'll run specials in here and things like that. So coupons for 2026, we will be running things to get some of our engraved products here. If you want something, we'll probably post those in here. But that is a really good place to just start a conversation, okay? Just do some topics, all right? All right, so that's what you can do now. If you have on your mobile device, right? If you click this call, it'll actually open up on your phone to the call button. You can call us, same with the email. It'll take you to the email support and all that kind of stuff, okay? If you're interested in learning how to be a thermal professional or a certified thermal electrician and add it to your profile, then you can click right here and you can get certified. You can take that course, right? Well, while we said that, let's go on and I'll get you over here. So let's go look at here. So now this is something that I was working on all year, and it is ready for those that are interested in learning more about thermal imaging or even adding it to your program. This is something we're heavily going to be digging into a lot more in 2026 because I firmly believe that whether, we're not selling cameras. We give you a discount on cameras, and we think the best cameras out there are the Milesee cameras. Two specific cameras are better than any other camera. That doesn't mean they don't all work, okay? But we recommend for the people that are in this program to have at least the TR20 Pro or the 384C, but the AmpBank will work as fine as well, which we've offered in the past. That's kind of an entry-level camera, but these are more professional grade cameras. They all work. Key is, do you know how to use them? So you can become a certified thermal electrician. It doesn't matter whether you get a camera that we recommend. It doesn't really matter. We just did this because we want to offer you a discount, a real good 10% off of even their discount. So they might offer a 35% off coupon. You can add the 10% on top of that. So this is a stackable coupon, and that's because of our partnership with Milesee. Okay, so that is pretty cool, right? But over here, you'll see that we have all kinds of resources. Now check all these calculators that we've added, right? So that is pretty amazing. We also added resources. So here's all these resources that have been added over here, okay? So again, if you want to learn more about thermal imaging, okay, then you can come over here and you can go to the top. You can go if you want to, let's see here. Let's do this here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's go to, okay, right here. So if you're on the website and you click more details, for example, I don't know if you can see this or not. You click more details, right? And here it'll give you a little more background and information about thermography and what it can be done for electricians and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. So that is where you can go. You can enroll right through here. That's perfectly fine if you're interested in enrolling in the program. Right? Okay. So now you see the home screen here. There's other things on here. There's thermal blogs, right? There's a press release about us partnering with Milesee, okay, which will be their educational wing. In other words, we'll do all of their education for the 2026. But there's some great blogs. If I click the blogs right here, you'll see that there's just really good blogs about thermal imaging. We're not trying to sell you anything, not trying to shove cameras down your throat. Again, we do not sell cameras anymore. So if you look here, we have what's called our thermal imaging cameras. And if you click on it, this is where you can get 10% off. So there's your entry-level camera right there. And then here is the TR20 Pro. This is the one that we use in the field. And then, of course, the more advanced TR384C, which is Wi-Fi enabled. It's pretty neat. You can put it on your phone. This is great for while you're using the TR20. You can have this one sitting on a motor while it's waiting to heat up so you can record the data. So it's better stationary than the TR20, but they both work great for that. Different frequencies, okay? One is a 50 hertz and one is 25 hertz. So obviously 50 hertz means you're going to get more motion without having any distortion than you will with the 25 hertz. But they both work great and they have their different needs. We use both and we have both. And we'll be doing some training videos on these coming up in the future. Okay. But if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. We're more than happy to answer any questions on thermal imaging. Next is obviously TradeHog is something that we are extremely pleased with. And it is very cost effective. In fact, you can get it cheaper than what you would get for any of those advanced AI models like ChatGPT or anything like that. So we have a light version, we have a basic version, and we have the premium version or enhanced version. The enhanced comes with a mobile app if you want it. The others, you can just do it through the website. But anyway, this is great. If you've never watched any of our videos on how the Hog works, it is amazing how it works. So it's one of those things where you definitely want to check it out. If you've never tried it before, it's free to try. Okay, you can go down here. You see what happens down here. Like, does every sub panel require a separate ground rod? Right. So these are just some suggested ones to give you an idea. But you only get like one search or two searches an hour. So I would take your time and come up with your own. But let's say I wanted to know. I click on that. It fills it in down here, as you can see. Then I do send. And then you wait for the Hog to look it up. And all of these things are under Electrical Code Academy. And look, it gives you code references. And then it tells you, does every sub panel? And look, it's very straightforward. It says no. It says a separate grounding electrode, ground rod, UFR, etc. is only required only when the sub panel is in a separate building or structure fed by a feeder or branch circuit. Okay. If the sub panel is in the same building, it is not. Okay. You'll notice it says sub panel. And it also will go into other allowances, and you can dig it deeper and deeper and deeper and add follow-up questions as well. So we really work hard to tailor TradeHog to be that all-around tool. That was something that, so there you go. It's cheaper than a Starbucks coffee, well worth it. Look, if it'll save your butt on one project where you don't understand grounding. If I had $1, I love to say that. I love to say that one. If I had $1 for every code question I get, that TradeHog would have answered it for them and been way more detailed probably than I would have been, because again, time is short and I'm giving responses. TradeHog is just an amazing resource, and it's smarter than anything you're going to see from other companies. And I have actual quotes from people that say that. Secondly, if you're in the basic or the premium, then you also get the Office Hog. The Office Hog is freaking amazing for HR, for marketing, asking it about promotional things. And another neat thing about TradeHog is you can take a picture of a nameplate and ask and upload it right there in your phone. And people don't know this. Upload it and ask them, and it'll give you a bunch of code references and explain something in there. And you can ask it to explain something if you don't understand the nameplate. Okay. Minimum circuit ampacity, maximum overcurrent, it'll explain it to you. Dude, what price do you put on that? For its price, there is no plan to increase the cost, even though the AI costs have increased for the models. We have no plans to increase it for 2026, so that's good news. Where do I have a, where you go? Well, I have no plans to do that. We have no plans to increase the cost of our courses for 2026 at this time, so that's good news. We have no plans to increase FastTrack's Tubes cost, which is the best video platform out there. We have no plans to increase that cost. It's $99 a year. Break that down over a whole year, and that alone is where we're going to be putting the majority of our educational videos as well. So, hey, it's so much that we're doing in 2026. We just figured I would share all this stuff with you and kind of give you an idea of what's going on. in our ecosystem, if you will. So if we look back here at the website, here is, I'll click the thermal imaging course. If you're interested in learning the basics of thermography, here you go. 69 bucks. The best 69 bucks you'll ever spend if you want to learn thermography. If you look at this curriculum, take a second to do it. Look at this. Look at the modules. I'm just kind of scrolling down through here. You get a very detailed description of each module, but I want you to see something. This isn't the certification program. This is to get anybody out there that's buying a thermal imaging camera. This goes into deep detail. It took a while for us to create this and make it generic, okay? So if you kind of go through it, look at it. It's all the way up, and we have some addendum modules, right? And there you go. All the way up through, how many do we have in this daggone thing? It is 28 units, and then you have module A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So well over 30 types of modules in here that explain all kinds of topics to make you more educated in thermal imaging. And really, to be honest with you, getting certified through a company like us that are known for education, it's what we do. And we teach you not only about thermal imaging, but obviously y'all know that my slant on all this is that we teach you about the NEC and code as well. So again, that's a benefit as well, okay? So let's see here. Let me get you back here to us from there, okay? All right, and so, okay. So that's one thing. And then of course, if you want to get certified in it, you can either go to thermalelectrician.com. It ultimately will send you back here. I'll click on it and show you. It is $6.99, and that is an extensive. Basically, it's focused on your hands-on. You use your camera. We teach you to know the difference in thermography. Temperatures matter, okay? Images, not as much as the temperature and understanding all that stuff. We're going to make life a little easier. And this is an ongoing perpetual course. It means that more modules keep getting added. Other things keep getting added as you go. And you do have to take a test on this one. Right? And you have to do quizzes, that type of thing. But again, it's all about understanding it, and we're always here to answer any questions you may have on that, okay? And as always, folks, don't forget that we still have in any of your courses, if you're in it, we still have the Fast Track Interact feature where you can ask us questions that way as well, or you can go to the new community forum and ask your questions there as well. So, I don't know anybody else that gives you that much that we do. And I see the numbers are dropping off, which is, again, folks, that's the reason we stopped doing the coffee hours, because the board felt that maybe I wasn't as engaging as I used to be. And that may be true, but I'm still going to do it every Wednesday, and I'm going to keep it to code. And again, here's the thing. If we do the live streams and I get over 20, 25 viewers of the live stream, then I will share it on those social platforms and leave it up. If I get less than that, I'm going to move it over to the pay window only, and you're only going to be able to get it through Fast Tracks 2, okay? So again, I'm not going to give it away, but if people want to put their time in and come, then I'll make sure that we make the education for them based on the NEC, and we'll talk about all those topics coming forward, all right? All right, I just wanted to do that and let you know all that's happening. So there's the Facebook group now, Master the NEC community is open to the public. You see this new website design is for more easier to navigate on all devices, no matter what your color palette is. Thermal imaging is becoming a very big fixture in our company. So a lot of blogs, a lot of education around thermal imaging and how you can introduce that into your business. TradeHog is going strong. Fast Tracks Tube is going strong. And Certified Thermal Electrician is doing great. So again, we're excited. Look for some new courses to come out here in the next couple of weeks. Mini courses over on fasttracksystem.com. All right? All right, folks. Appreciate you. We'll see you in 2026. Till next time, stay safe. God bless. And we'll catch you on an upcoming Coffee Hour with Paul. Peace.